So are you looking for some spring ideas to decorate for springtime? Maybe that aren't quite just Easter decorating, or maybe decor that you can add a couple things to and make it an Easter display. Well, in today's video, this is my famous 2 different mantles a month I'm doing for you guys. I take the mantle in my living room and I've done it in a very fresh garden type theme. You'll have to see it. It's so adorable. And then the one in the den is over the top. Leprechauns, fairies. It's about the magic little world. Hi, I'm Bonnie Overman. I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope my channel will inspire you to lead a more productive, creative, and stylish life at any age, always on a budget. And in case you're wondering, I'll be 70 years old this year. And why do I say that? Because if I can do it, you can do it too. I want to take a moment and thank all my subscribers. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for supporting me and my channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so you don't miss any of my lifestyle, decorating, or DIY videos. Okay, you guys, I have 2 different mantles to show you, and I cannot tell you how much fun I had doing these. And I'm not going to keep you very long, but I just want to say this month, you guys are really in for a treat, because not only am I doing 2 spring mantles, I'm doing 2 Easter mantles too, because Easter's April 4th. So I can't start off April with Easter decor. So you're going to get double the love this month. So without further ado, I want to show you my white living room mantle decorated for spring, and my dark mantle in my den decorated very magically for springtime. I hope you love it. I hope you get inspired, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye. Welcome to my first of 2 spring mantles. This mantle is in my living room. It's a white mantle, and I like to keep things kind of light and bright in here. Now, my inspiration for this springtime mantle were these beautiful white cherry blossoms. I think that's what they're called. Anyway, white blossoms. I got them at Hobby Lobby, and I actually got 2 different kinds. You can see I've got the bigger ones right here, and then these are the little smaller ones here. So that was kind of my inspiration for starting this whole mantle display. So I originally had those white flowered branches in a white container, but I went through a spring tub I had not seen in 10 years, stuck in the back of the closet, and I came up with and forgot I had this adorable little duck family. So we have Mama Duck and then her 2 little babies. Now I decided, because she's kind of textured and made out of some kind of woven material, to now put my floral display in a basket to kind of match that texture. Now, you guys, it's very easy to do this. I just put the whole white container right in the basket. That way it keeps your floral stems up also, because that's a problem when you have a wide topped container. Everything gets really floppy. And I just filled in the space with the greenery over there, again from Hobby Lobby. I really love that greenery. It's very springy looking. I also have a little ball right here of it. These are my little balls I used on my Valentine's mantle. So with my floral display in the basket and my ducks here, I decided to add my little bench in the center. That's from Hobby Lobby. It's my little Southwest bench. You guys have seen this in so many different videos. It is a great display piece. It acts as a riser, and it adds really good wood texture. So I have Mama sitting here with the baby, just nestled in some ivy and some ferns. And then I brought some of those white flowers over behind Mama to kind of bring that white over to the other side of the mantle. And then on my little bench, I have a bird's nest and some pots from Dollar Tree, and the other little duck. I guess they're ducklings. And then on either side here, I just stuck in some of these peat pots that I got at Dollar Tree. I'm going to make Easter baskets out of them, and just stuck in some Excelsior in both of those. So it's kind of wild and fresh and springy looking. I really love this. This is my mantle for spring #1. Let's go see my other one. It's very magical. Since it's March, St. Patrick's Day, I always think too of gnomes and little magical people like fairies and magical places. So I decided to do this spring mantle in a fairy tale, fairy door, just a very magical type theme. Now, these mushrooms here and over here, I had these, and I also had this little fairy door. It's just a little door that I sat in one of those paper mache type boxes that you can get with the lid that closes. And I did a table at for competition, Alice in Wonderland. So I used those mushrooms and this little door, and I had put the white rabbit's face in the window. But in this time, I took the little fairy door, I repainted it, and you can see I added some scrapbook paper that's kind of got little lilacs on it. It's got a yellow background. It's real aged. And I wanted to look like inside this door is a little house with a little fairy wallpaper. I had so much fun doing this. It's like playing with dolls. So what I did is I got this book or faux book box at Michael's. And of course it was white inside. Now I had this paper pack. It's called Once Upon a Time. And it was a whole paper pack filled with magical castles and princess and princes and Kiss a Frog and all of this. I took one page and glued it to the inside of the box, and the far away came from another page. I just cut that out, glued it on there. And actually behind that house, you can't see it, but it has at the bottom, and they lived happily ever after. So I've completely covered the whole inside of this box. So when and this is not attached, it's just sitting there. So when I take the fairy door out, I could do a whole different display with fairies or whatever. And then I just draped little vines and little purple flowers. I wanted it to look like little blooms were starting to come up in my faux mushrooms. Lots of moss and ferns. A lot of this decor came from another table I did for tablescaping. It was Dinner in the Enchanted Forest. So I had all of these ferns and that type of thing. And I've just left up my regular orchids that I have on either side. But I just think this is so charming and adorable. Okay, you know I have a side table and I've decorated that with gnomes and a gnome village. Let's take a look at that. So continuing in my magical creature woodland spring theme, I put together this little gnome village. I used 2 wood slices. Here's a wood slice and here's one that's a little stool. It's actually on legs. This is a moss birdhouse from Hobby Lobby, and I took a Dollar Tree fairy door and just stuck it in the front so it looks like that's a little fairy house. I found these little adorable stairs at Dollar Tree. And I have a bird's nest back there again with mushrooms and greenery and little buds in the seed pod here. And then these adorable little houses I made from the Dollar Tree boxes. The welcome sign is also from Dollar Tree. That was brand new. And they also had this little pond for $1 and this wishing well. I don't know if you can see it. It's right here. See this little wishing well. $1 at Dollar Tree, and another one of my houses in the back. This again is just one of those boxes from Dollar Tree. And you can see I made it into like a little fairy house. And then I have my little dollar gnomes. I hope you loved it. I hope you got inspired. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.